Liverpool 1, Manchester City 2. Where to even start on that game? Literally just come in from watching it, hit record on here. Let's start with the end. I don't want to go harp on about the VAR decision there too much, but come on, really? For real? Are we really going to do that? As Gary Neville said in the commentary, everyone in football would know you just give that goal and you move on. Liverpool lose a player, City lose a goal. Well, people are saying, well, that's the rules. Jog on. Come on. If you're involved in football and you've been in football and you've played and all of that, just let that go. The game's over. It's 3-1. There's no need to do it. The ref's got to stand by his decision there. I just think that there's no reason to get involved in that instance. If there's no goal or something happens and it hits the post or whatever, then absolutely fine. You bring that one back. You give the red card. But there's just moments we all know in life where, yeah, all right, there might be a rule there. Just come on. The game's over. Take kickoff, blow the final whistle, and everyone leaves absolutely happy. So really, really poor for me. That's pissed me right off. Just shambles, man. Shambles. What is VAR doing? It's just so frustrating to have in the game, isn't it? It really is. And I know we used to get frustrated at officials all the time, but I think I'd just rather the human error, to be honest. I think I would overall. I mean, I'm happy to have it. I'm happy to embrace it. Not happy to have it. I'm happy to embrace it and try and use it, but it's then for the second for City. It's a penalty all day long. Don't have any complaints about that at all. Just checking it. That's recording, yeah. Don't have any complaints about that at all. Alisson comes out. I actually think Alisson's had a poor game. I actually think he's had some shaky moments this season. Still makes some great saves. Still trust him, obviously. Still think he's one of the best goalkeepers I've ever seen, if not probably the best 1v1 goalkeeper I've ever seen, I would say for sure. Been a little bit dodgy this season. Definitely not been his best. Neither has a lot of Liverpool players. And for the City equaliser, it's a great little flick on from Haaland. It's a good finish. I mean, kind of a little bit out the bluish in the second half. I think Liverpool are the better team, but City keep the title race alive, and fair play. At least we have a little bit of that to look forward to as fans with regards to if they drop points today. It kind of did feel like it was really Arsenal's again. How many times has it kind of swung back and forth? City play before them on Thursday night. Huge for Pep Guardiola. They went for it and they got the win. And again, you wouldn't want him on your shoulder. Haaland getting a couple of goals today or a goal and assist today. Whatever that would have been there at the end. But just the game as a whole, I think for me, from a Liverpool point of view, I can't ever get behind a manager that doesn't start off at Anfield, especially at this time of the season in a big game like this when United and Chelsea have won yesterday. You can pull City into the mix with you and go 5 points off them. I cannot get behind a Liverpool manager that does not go and press for the first 15-20 minutes. That classic Anfield type of energy, get the crowd going, see what you can get in the first 15-20, make it a bit chaotic, kind of like it was at the end of the game, and go for it. And then after that, you set into your little tactical pattern, game plan, whatever it is. I'm sorry, all of you coaches out there that will sit and say all these tactical game plans, I can't have it. Not for Liverpool, not at Anfield, not at home, not in a big game. You get the fans off your seat and you get going in the first 15-20 minutes. And you see if you can get a goal. You can see if you can make something crazy happen. Sometimes you're even maybe 2-0 up before you know it in the first 20 minutes. And you put Man City under pressure, because we've seen, and we even seen in the game in the second half, you can put the City team under pressure. They're not the finished article. And I think you see a lot of what City have been in the first half. A good domination of the ball, creating a lot of chances, creating a lot of opportunities. Not quite with a killer instinct. Go in 0-0. But for me, Liverpool have to start off fast, and I think that's really a big piece that Arne Slots is missing. I'm not asking for him to go and do Jurgen Klopp fist bumps and all those types of things. I fully understand that time period is gone. I'm not living in the past. You move on. Arne Slot won us the league, gave me one of the greatest days I've ever had with my brother last year down in Liverpool for the league title win, and seeing everything like that with the parade, everything. So I get all that, but he doesn't get that, and I know he's not that type of guy. But if I ask him one thing, he's never going to hear this, or he's never going to see this, but just start to use that a little bit, start to unlock it a little bit. I know he's quite like a calm demeanor, he's got quite a calm demeanor, but just go a bit full throttle, man. Just unlock Anfield a little bit. It feels boring. I feel flat as a fan sitting watching it on the TV. I can't even imagine what the fans that have come in, few pints on a Sunday, are feeling like. Get them off their seat. We've seen what that happens when you do that in the second half. It becomes a fortress. You're attacking the cop end. Maybe his game plan is stay in the game, but come on, it's Liverpool at Anfield, man. You've got to go for it. And Szoboszlai scores what is an absolutely world-class free kick. It's a worldie twice this season. I think that one's maybe better than the Arsenal one for me. It's a goal that deserves to win a game. It felt like it was potentially going to win the game. And then, as I said, obviously we know City go and do what they got to do. But I just can't have that for Liverpool. I don't get this out a lot. I'm going to try and get this up here so you guys can see this. I don't know what the best game plan is here. Hold on. Bit awkward. I'm getting used to the setup, team, all right? But you can see me in here. All I wanted to say is this. Today for me, for Liverpool, it is just your whatever it is, right? Your defense, all of that. Liverpool today, for me, biggest thing in football is the space that you want to try and get behind as the attacking team, and the space that you want to stop as much as you can as the defensive team is clearly this space here. So we use these two for City players since they're blue. Manchester City in that first half, Semenyo and Haaland, Bernardo Silva, all the other players, the amount of times that they were able to receive the ball in this pocket was mad. And I've seen that so many times in Liverpool this season. And again, it's because we've started off in this like tight defensive shape. It was actually 4-4-2, to be fair. If I take this off and I put these boys here in this kind of 4-4-2 shape. But to be quite honest with you, that literally felt like what the gap was. It literally felt like there was this massive gap in here, and the space between these two and these four was all wrong, and then the space between these guys was all wrong, and we were just constantly getting cut out. And this is the most important space you want to attack, and it's the most important space that you want to defend. And Liverpool just were an absolute shambles with it. Because I don't usually get the board out for people that know this here. Hold on a second. There we go. Zoom it back out a wee bit. I don't usually get the board out for people that watch this. I only do it in specific occasions. So there you go. Yeah, just all that space. Just frustrating. Really, really frustrating. A big worry for Liverpool with top four, and you've seen the upturn with Michael Carrick and Rosenior, and you're kind of wondering if this kind of new manager bounce is going to dip from them, but it just doesn't look like it. Chelsea get the 3-1 win against Wolves, and I watched first 10 of United and Spurs. I've already put a video up on that quickly about it, but again, just energy from United. I think Craig Black, you said in the text thread on the group chat, probably the most entertaining team to watch in the top four right now is Manchester United, and I agree with that. And it's just frustrating from all those things from a Liverpool point of view. Arne Slots, I just want us to harness Anfield. I'm not going to harp on too much about it, but City will take it. I still don't think City have got enough to stay on Arsenal and keep them going here, but they're not going away. That was their last chance there, because if they lost that or they drew, it was kind of over. So fair play to City, and Pep Guardiola will feel it. He'll want it. He'll feel it in the mix. What else do I want to say about that game? You know what else will piss me off here, right? And there'll be a lot of talk about Flurry and Wirtz in that game, I think. I think he'll probably get singled out a little bit. What is a player who clearly their main strength is being the technician, playmaker, get on the ball, make things happen, you want him for goals and assists? How is he meant to do that for you when your whole game plan and your instruction is to be this tight, narrow 4-4-2 that I've just said off there? And there's even times when Liverpool nick the ball. There's nothing to go forwards for a counter-attack. There's no players that can dribble the ball up the pitch. None of that. And look, I've been very happy with the last couple of weeks. It was good against Newcastle, those moments. But my concern on that side of the game and those basics, especially in the Premier League, and where the game is potentially going, is one of the videos I put up that's doing really well, is this transitional phase of like being able to hit and get teams on the counter-attack, and we don't have that with Salah. Ekitike is obviously the high player up. We don't have that with Cody Gakpo. Gakpo's given me loads of good moments, great moments in the Liverpool shirt, but I just can't have it. I just think with how the makeup of the team is, it really makes him stand out a lot. And it's just, yeah, very, 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 very frustrating. What else have we got this weekend? I think that about covers it. The title race is on. The top four race is very much on. It's going to be very, very interesting if Chelsea United can keep this consistency up. Villa, again, drop points away at Bournemouth, just kind of slowly getting pulled back into it. I did say I was going to talk about Newcastle and Eddie Howe. I feel like he gets away with a lot. I feel like he gets away with a lot of excuses. He can't have his team play 3 times a week at Champions League level. He can't do it. Your first time round, you get a pass as a manager. I'm fine with that. I like giving people time. I want to see how you improve. I don't think football, you should be sacked like consistently all the time unless it's really, really bad. I'm a believer in time, even though you do have to win games along the way, still show that you're decent. But he can't do it. It's a recurring pattern for me. When it's a recurring pattern, then there's a problem. I think it feels like it's turning a little bit. I feel like his time's kind of coming up there. I think he's done a great job. I think winning the League Cup, delivering that trophy where he's got Newcastle to the type of team he's built. I like it all. I think he could go on and be a great England manager. I think he could go on and be a good manager for another club. And he should maybe get an opportunity, but I just don't see it, Newcastle fans. I don't think it goes any further with him, to be quite honest. And you can say he's not been backed by the board and PSR rules, but the signings you've made, like Alanga, 50 million, not great. He's bought Voltemada. He looks like he's kind of fallen out of favour of Voltemada. He's gone with Vissa. And look, you can maybe blame that a little bit on the club and everything, but just looking at him, the pattern of how his team does when you're in the Champions League, it's just not good. And I feel like they always make a last resurgence for that kind of top 4 or 5, and maybe it'll happen again this season, but I don't see a step forward. So let me know what you think, Newcastle fans, about that with Eddie Howe. Title race is on. We are back at it. All the games back in the week. Really excited. A lot of rambling about that. Hope you guys enjoyed it though. Hope you've all had a good weekend. Start your week off strong on a Monday morning. And as always, until the next one, have a good one. All right? Peace.